afternoon session was just finished here in Abadiania in the House of John of God, and it's a nice spring day, warm, and it's a very relaxed atmosphere. But what is always here in Abadiania, it's an atmosphere where many people come together that are in a very difficult situation of their life, maybe because of some disease they have for a long time, or maybe because of a disease that they have been just diagnosed with. So it's very intense, and people come here with great expectations, and so this brought me to one question. When somebody comes to you in your clinic, what do you ask? Of course you ask, what's your problem, or what's your issue, or what's your challenge, or what's your disease? That's of course the first question. And then what is the second question? So usually, well, you see for a cause on the physical level. Did you have an accident? Did you eat something bad? Did you not have some supplements? So the usual questions. And if you are a traditional doctor, you would have him do a lab scan, you would do an X-ray. So now, this is what I would say an attitude or an approach to fix the problem. It's about setting things right, just like going to a car mechanic. He looks for what's the problem and then fixes it. Now, what you learn here in Abadiania is that disease is not the problem. It's a message. It's actually a trigger for you to change. And when you're here, you see that no other life situation is so potent in changing people on a very deep level. So when you have been diagnosed with a very serious disease, or even a possibly fatal disease, then you question everything. You put everything at stake, and you're ready to change anything if you can get cured. And so whatever other life situation makes you so open for change, I think, well, maybe losing all your money or losing a relationship, but also those two are not as potent as being faced with maybe lifelong disability or even death. So it is, to me, a very, very precious situation that of course is never easy to take like this. But you as a doctor should understand it like that. And the first question after you ask for what's the problem is, what do you think this disease, this issue wants to trigger you to change in your life, that you were always aware of, or you always knew that this was an issue, but you were never sure enough or determined enough or eager enough to actually make the change. So this is really the first real question that you should ask. And then if the person has no idea, at least you start the question. And then everything that follows is really about finding what's the function of the disease, not what's the problem of a disease or what's the cause of a disease, but what's the purpose, what's in the future, not what's in the past, what's in the future of the disease. So look forward and see what this disease wants the person to change. And once you find this, I know you have almost solved the problem. And what we find here in John of God's place is most of the time the purpose is to get people closer to their self, to their source, to the ultimate, to the divine, to God, to the real purpose of life, to the one, to union. So usually what happens here at John of God, people when they here come for the first time, they get a little healing, which makes them feel a little better. But it's not the complete healing, because the complete healing can only come from a change of life. So once they had the first taste, they come again, and then start to see the real issue is not to clean themselves, to heal themselves, but to change their life. So they come a few times, and their variation gets deeper and deeper, and their trust gets deeper and deeper, until they finally can make the change. And then once they change, the disease just disappears. And if they don't, it will stay until they change. So the sun is setting here in Perinopolis, close to Abadiania, after a long day at the Casa San Ignacio. 3 hours sitting in his current in the afternoon and 4 hours in the morning with closed eyes and trying to transform energy into the depths of connection. It's a beautiful place here.